All right, we have a lot to talk about. It's 9:15, so we started a lot earlier today, which is amazing. It's because I didn't eat dinner yet. But I want to show you guys some cool things that I found, and this is a huge video. Before we even get onto it, this is going to be breaking down my new business plan that I was able to develop today. We're going to talk about leading up to that. But first, we're going to be talking about some cool toys I bought today. I know what you're thinking. This is one of them. This is what you call a gimbal. This thing is awesome. It's very high tech. Essentially what this does is I can attach my phone to it, and it is electronically censored to follow my face everywhere I go. So it improves stability on the camera, which is phenomenal. And it was really expensive, but Amazon was able to bring it to me within the same day. So it's really cool. I'm going to be vlogging with this. Hey, Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. Saying that every single time because Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor, people will remember. People will remember Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. It even includes this cool little tripod like stand. Look how flat it gets too. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. It even has like its own mobile app and stuff, so you can it's just the coolest thing ever. I also got these things today. These are microphones, clip-on microphones. If you want to get a closer look. Look how fuzzy that is. It also has some other ones too, like it's got the pop filter looking ones like this microphone. So it's fully decked out. It's got two microphones, attachable USB. Absolutely awesome. I love this thing. Cannot wait to start using it. So those are the cool items I had today. Okay, now we're going to go on to talking about what this video is really about. Start off what I do today. I did Ignite training. I studied the MLS. I met with a coach of real estate called Steve Rupp, named Steve Rupp. Steve's awesome. He's been in real estate for 25 years. He works with Keller Williams. He has a coaching business called Steve Rupp Coaching. I believe his actual training is called Premier Connect. Absolutely awesome dude. Very sharp, very intelligent. His father was one of the best real estate agents and investors in the entire country and honestly the entire world. Phenomenal dude. He presented a presentation on how to sell and market your listing. That's what it was about, but really he said a lot more than just selling and marketing your listing. He talked about a lot of different stuff, and it started with the foundation. So first thing this man says, one of the first things he says, I don't mean to have some tough love here, but essentially, how often do you think real estate agents fail? What do you think the failure rate of this business is? And some people said 60%, 70%. I said within 5 years, 90%. And then after that 90% that survives those 5 years, stay the next 5 years. Or fail the next 5 years. And he said something like that. Do you want to know why? It's because they don't have a sense of direction or purpose on where they're going. They have no clue where their goals or anything's taking them. And therefore, they can't execute at a high level, and they don't stay consistent. They don't stick to it because they don't have systems in place that's going to make them successful. And he told me the first thing that you start off with is a business plan. And I said, well, I kind of got like half a plan in because I have my vision statement, my mission statement, and my core values and beliefs. And he's like, so you don't have a plan? I was like, damn, that like kind of hurt my ego a little bit, but he's right. Like I don't have a full plan, or I don't have a plan. Right? Because I told him I don't know the numbers I need to hit. So I ran it through with some AI, and I estimated what my goals are. I told ChatGPT, I have the premium version, so it's like my robot assistant at this point because it knows everything about me. I said, we're going to make a business strategy for 2025 through 2026, and I want it to be revolved around me winning Rookie of the Year. And Rookie of the Year typically earns anywhere between $10 to $15 million in sales volume. So that's what we did. We developed a full business strategy. I'm reading through it as a ritual my first 10 minutes of my day. Every single day, I am reading through my business plan. I have it printed out in my cubicle in Keller Williams office building. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. Before we get on to that, I am going to say that we will go over what I did after that. So I got the Mojo Dialer. So I finally got the cold calling script stuff set up. So I'll be practicing my cold calling script starting tomorrow. I downloaded that. And I also marketed and designed my own open house signs, which we will get those very soon, likely next week. So we're in good shape, okay? But we're going to go ahead and we're going to break down this business plan. And we're going to talk about it, and this is what this video is going to be about, okay? So let's go ahead and get onto it. Okay, this is my business plan. As you can see, I have my logo right here, Ponzo Real Estate Limited Liability Company. So I am registered as an LLC through the Secretary of State. This, I believe, is a 12-page, 14-page document that tracks my official business plan for 2025 and 2026. Okay, so here are the contents of the business plan. So we have my vision statement, my mission statement, my core values and beliefs, my objectives, my action plan, my strategies, and my 5-year vision. So that's what this is going to be. I have my big why here at the bottom. So we're actually going to skim through this, and we're going to start off with the big why because I think this lays the foundation of everything. Okay? So I made an oath to myself that this isn't just a document I made and I'm just going to forget about it and never open it ever again. This is there's no water. This is a book, essentially. This is the Bible for my business. This is my business. This is how I run my business. Okay, this is everything. This is my life right now. And I say it through here, okay? This is not a document to be typed, edited, and forgotten. This is my fuel, my map towards the life I want to live, is this document right here. So here's my big why, okay? Growing up in a small middle-class town, there were many hardships and struggles I had to go through in my early life. Broken family, stepfather issues, financial hardship, and this aching feeling in my stomach to use the gift I was given and show it to the world. I believe this gift is teaching people what I have learned, writing books or writing in general, building a business, and building wealth for my future generation. I moved to Hamilton County, the richest county in Indiana, the richest area in Indiana, making it one of the richest areas in the Midwest in the United States. I moved to Hamilton County to learn and grow among the highest performing entrepreneurs in the Midwestern United States. It all starts here. This is for my twin brother, Vince. He's pursuing success through other means, so he actually is starting his own business, but he's also going into the Air Force. He loves art. He's an artist. Him and I are making an oath to do the best we can to make something out of ourselves and make the most out of the lives we live, because life is short. He is my partner, my best friend. He is my entire life, essentially. I already said it to my business, but he means everything to me, okay? And we are a team. And we're telling ourselves, like, maybe one day we'll both find our wives throughout this journey, which is always something funny that we talk about. But he means a lot to me. So Vince means a lot to me. My parents mean a lot to me. My older brother, older sister, my friends, Jack and Dylan, my future family that I'll have, my wife and children. Relationships mean everything to me, okay? So I do all of this because I deeply, deeply value relationships. They mean absolutely everything to me. I don't plan on making money unless I build my relationships. That's just a fact. So it's a good thing I'm doing real estate. I don't want to be in relationships with people or think that I'm worth more in a relationship because I have money. That's not what this is about, okay? I believe that this is the perfect business that aligns with what I want to do. So I genuinely believe that real estate is the business for me. Not because of the typical be around boss and show homes. It's because this is a relationship building business. I'm a business guy. I'm business oriented. I love building relationships and they mean everything to me. So we're going to go ahead and break this down here, okay? Now, I will warn you, this is likely going to be a longer video. I'm just going to put that out right now. This is going to take some time to break through. So let's start. Okay, so here we have our vision statement. Okay, so my vision statement here I have listed is to be Westfield's most trusted real estate partner by delivering expert local insight, open and honest communication, and building long-term relationships that help individuals and family thrive in a growing community. So this might be, these things are very long if I'm going to be honest. You can really break this down to core things, but I believe that having it sort of detailed in this sense is better for me because I'm starting off now and this has more detailed meaning. So it means I'm able to go through it easier and have more context. Okay, so my vision statement essentially means that I want to be the Westfield Realtor. Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. This is me. I am the most trusted agent in Westfield. Some people might work in Fishers and Noblesville and Carmel and other places in Hamilton County. And I'm not saying I'm not going to be growing into those communities. I absolutely will. But right now, I am the Westfield guy. So to be Westfield's most trusted real estate partner by delivering expert local insight, open and honest communication. So being honest with my client. Okay, so I'm not going to be lying to them about price. And if they don't like that and they want to go talk to another agent who's going to lie to them, that's fine. I value ethics in my business. Okay? And they want them to thrive in our growing community. Mission statement. My mission is to guide clients through every step of the real estate process. So that can include title work, inspections, warranty, mortgages, with professionalism, local expertise, and clear communication. Staying driven and dedicated to assisting my clients the best I can every step of the way. This is about my client, okay? I am here to help you. If you're looking to have your home sold, I am here to do my best job. And I'm a consultant for you, okay? This is what I do. I'm not here to just get a listing and put a damn sign, stick it right there in your yard, and make money out of you maybe. And then that's it. It's all transactional. I am a relationship guy. This is all about my client. And this means so much to me. All right, core values and beliefs. I know this is a lot. I'm not going to break this down just like I did with these two, mission statement and vision statement, but we're going to talk about this. I prioritize delivering expert knowledge, specialized skills, and location-specific tools to ensure every client receives service tailored to their unique needs and local market. This commitment stands the core of all operations. The best value I can give, and my core belief is that expertise wins people over. You prove you're an expert, no one questions your age. No one questions how you look. No one questions these things. If you prove and behave like you're an expert, people will listen. And I also use location-specific tools. Use the MLS. Use other agent resources, things that might be off market. Using my own spreadsheets that I designed because I study the MLS hot sheets every single day to know what listings are active, which ones are expired, why these stats are the way they are, and studying the market. Using Realtors Property Resource and leveraging my systems and tools, which we'll get onto one of the other core beliefs throughout here. So this is the most important part of my business. I'm an expert for you. This is why you hired me. You hired me because I am an expert and I am going to save you money and time. What else can I say there? Number 2, I will create value through consistent effort, disciplined execution, and unwavering commitment to my clients, ensuring an experience that leads to ultimate satisfaction and long-term trust. Like I said, relationship building. I create value through consistent effort. Realtors are not consistent. Realtors wing it. This is why most realtors fail. They're not consistent in their strategies. On my core beliefs here, I will create value through consistent effort, disciplined execution. So doing my due diligence, meeting deadlines, doing the things I need to do to protect my client, and unwavering commitment, ensuring an experience that leads to ultimate satisfaction and long-term trust. So then they'll want to work with me or they want to bring referrals. When you get into real estate, you're often going to be having a lot of referrals, okay? So huge stuff right here. I believe that growth is a daily commitment, whether it's through skill development, market knowledge. Oh, I skipped it. My bad. Number 3. This is what I was talking about before. I will leverage proven systems and up-to-date technology to streamline the buying and selling process, making every transaction as simple, efficient, and stress-free as possible for my clients. I have the updated version of ChatGPT 5, the premium version. Absolutely useful. That's a great tool. I know a lot of agents who have been in real estate for over 30 years. More cool, like assistants. But I'm talking more on here, proven systems and up-to-date technology. So all my systems I use are proven and backed by data from expert agents. So that's one benefit of working with me. 4, I believe that growth is a daily commitment, whether it's through skill development, market knowledge, or personal discipline. Continuous self-improvement is a core value that drives the business forward. This standard extends to every team member I bring on. If you're not progressing, you're falling behind. By fostering a culture of learning and consistent improvement, I ensure that the business evolves with purpose, excellence, and integrity. Self-improvement's in my blood. Okay, I am a guy where I live life to grow. That is my basis of life. This is why I do what I do. I love to grow and I seek growth. Self-improvement isn't something that left with me when I stopped making YouTube videos on it. It still is with me to this day. I am just evolved. So I put it in my core values of my business. If I ever hire an assistant or an administrator, they will read this, and this is going to be what we believe in. This is our religion that we follow through. Self-improvement. If you're not making progress, you're falling behind. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Be disciplined, stay consistent, have consistent results. This stuff is the foundation of my business. Okay, now we're going to be talking about goals for 2024, goals for the end of 2024 through 2026. I want to win Rookie of the Year. Sean Hartwick is about to close $15 million in sales volume. He will likely win Rookie of the Year for Keller Williams for this year. If I want to win Rookie of the Year, I'm likely going to have to get at least $15 million in sales volume. Some offices, it might be $10 million, $7 million. My office is very competitive, and there's a lot of great agents, and it's in one of the hottest markets in Indiana, so it's going to have to be $15 million. In gross commission income, $300,000. I know this sounds crazy. What type of people do you think make $300,000? Lawyers? Doctors who have studied their craft for 8 years? Yeah. So I'm not stupid when I put this number in. I know what it means, okay? I'm not some dumb kid. Like, I know $300,000 is like 8-year degree type stuff. I also want to begin writing my first book. This is contingent upon if I hit these goals or if I get close. If I win some sort of stuff, I am writing my first book. This is how I'm going to get value. So here's the action plan. So for the month of August, first of all, I'm going to be staying consistent in the systems I use, which is open houses, cold calling, and social media, and leveraging those 3 lead generation strategies, focusing on my scripts, keep doing what I'm doing. But for September, October, November, and December, we are going to build awareness and fulfill the funnel. So the objective is to make myself visible everywhere, start conversations that will mature into the first part of 2026. Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. This is where this is going to come in. So core actions are going to be launch a consistent open house schedule. I want to do at least 2 open houses per weekend. Now, I am doing 1 open house this weekend, and that is because I'm shadowing another open house on Saturday. So I'm still attending open houses. I'm just learning from experts. So I will be doing 2 open houses per weekend, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday. I will begin a targeting cold calling strategy. So I will be primarily focusing on FSBOs, which are for sale by owners, meaning that the seller doesn't have an agent. Circle prospecting. So expireds, I'm not really going to be focusing on. It's going to mainly be circle prospecting and FSBOs. So picking a certain demographic, certain subdivision, and picking for sale by owners. I'll be doing this Monday through Friday, preferably 2 to 3 hours a day. I will be increasing my social media posting. I'll be posting something 5 days a week. I'll be posting stories daily, so 7 days a week. Networking. I'm going to be attending the Chamber of Commerce meetings, meeting up with the mayor of Westfield, attending young professionals seminars or meetings, attending my board seminars, Metropolitan Indiana Board of Realtors meetings, local events every week. Westfield's got a local farmers market, and they even have one for the wintertime. So that's huge. Okay, I'm making sure I'm recording this, okay, because this is a long video and I don't want my recording to fall through. So, okay, October, I missed the focus metrics. 100 plus new CRM contacts. I'm going to have to make 100 new contacts. Now, if I'm doing this is going to be much easier. 100 contacts, really? 100 contacts. That's going to be well higher than what I'm doing. This will clear that easy, okay? 10 to 15 listing appointments booked for later this year or early 2026. So My goal here is I'd like to get 10 to 15 listing appointments. Now, I'm not going to be finding sellers through open houses. I'll be finding them through cold calling or social media posts. Okay, but I want to close about 10 to 15 listing appointments. All right. So I want to have that booked for sometime down the road. October, convert and position listings. Turn warm leads into signed agreements and prep them for optimal market timing. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of lead follow-up through here. We're going to be hosting open houses in a high turning over neighborhoods. We're going to be prep listing for November through January. So this stuff's huge. So this is sort of contingent on if we're going to have a lot of listings in the wintertime. I'll tell you what, who's going to be working in the wintertime? Not the successful agents. You know where they're going to be? They're going to be in Florida. I'm going to be working here, and I will tell people, hey, I am in Westfield in the wintertime. Work with me. You need to desperately sell your home because of emergencies? Talk to me. I will help you. This is where this stuff comes into play. I need to modify this a little bit because this is believing that the hot times are going to be the winter times. That's not true. I'll be hosting open houses. I'll be prepping listings that I'll be having. So I'll be making sure I have staging, which I learned about in the seller net sheet. So I'll be making sure I have staging, photography, marketing stuff. I'll be prospecting on the daily or 5 days a week. So it's going to look a lot like September. Okay. And focusing metrics, I'd like to have listings signed by now. So by October, I would like to have multiple listings. And I can do this if I follow through my action plan for September. 30 days is all it takes for you to have multiple listings. So this is it right here. So we're going to keep going. November, stack Q1 2026 pipeline. Okay. So this is when I'm going to be starting my New Year's campaign, my Christmas campaign. This is when I'm going to be hosting events, hosting open houses that draw serious winter buyers. See if they want to have winter open houses. Not many people do it. They suck. But you got to do what you got to do. It's not going to be every weekend, but we'll see what we can do. Maintain heavy follow-up, leveraging holiday touch points for sphere of influence engagement. So this includes people that are not in Westfield and people I know in my personal life that might be in Bloomington, Brown County, or in other parts of the country or world. Focus metrics, five transactions pending rolling into January. So we'd like to have 5 closings by the end of the year. So that's the bottom line here. An SOI engagement with 80% of database, let's make it 100%, right? Like you want to be engaging with everyone in your database. December, finish strong and launch momentum. Okay, so end of the year, we're going to have a hot start to January, and we're going to basically prep for 2026. Now, if everything's going well, I'm going to have 6 to 8 transactions, active transactions. So I've already closed 5, or I'm attending 5 closings, so I'll already have 5 transactions under my belt. Here we'll have 6 to 8 active transactions. Okay, so push already ready to act leads into pre-holiday or early January launch. Send holiday gratitude messages or videos to all clients and prospects. Share 2025 market recap plus 2026 forecast via email and social. I'll be posting this a lot, by the way. Schedule your January open houses and marketing campaigns now. So we won't be doing many open houses in January. I'll just say that right now. Open houses suck in January, but we're still going to be cold calling. We're still going to be doing all the other things, okay? So, like I said, this is just to close off on the endpoint. So, for 2025, what am I doing for the rest of the year? 5 closings. And we'll have 6 to 8 transactions, so 6 to 8 listings on the market. We'll go ahead and see what we can do there. And this will be more clarity, and I'll likely modify this because this is all throughout the system that I implement in, so I'm going to have to edit some stuff. So key threads across all 4 months. Okay, so we have, pardon me, I'm going to get a cup of water. My mouth is getting very dry. Okay, so lead gen pillars. Open houses, cold calling, social media, networking. Okay. The thing that we're going to be focusing the most on is cold calling. Okay, this is my most proactive lead gen strategy right here. Open houses are going to be what I'm doing right now. Social media, same consistent thing. Networking events, talking with people. I have a gimbal now, dude. Like I can record shit in Westfield. Okay? Brand consistency, same professional look and voice across all touch points. Hey, Nick Ponzo, Westfield Realtor. Don't have to keep saying that. Pipeline mindset. Every conversation is a potential 2026 deal. So all the relationships I make could be a potential relationship and potential sale. All right, so this is going to be very long. We're going to try to just go through this shit because it's a lot. Quarter one, we're going to be planning out the rest of the year. So we're going to be planning out what exactly is going to be my action plan and what I'm doing, which is what I have right here, and really starting to focus on that. So convert my pipeline into closings, okay? So hopefully I'm doing a lot of closings from my 2025 at the end here with the 6-day active transactions. So I'm already starting to get some closings right here, okay? Now I'm going to have to convert my pipeline into lead flow consistency. Core actions, work all over carryover deals from December, aim to close 6 to 8 transactions. Maintain 2 open houses every weekend. Rotate neighborhoods to widen reach. So if it's applicable, we can try doing 2 open houses. Like I said, I just don't know if this is even going to be applicable because we'll see. If I have here's the thing. If I have 6 to 8 listings, we will have 2 open houses every weekend. Okay, that's just what it is. We're still going to be cold calling FSBOs, expireds, and circle prospecting. Expireds will likely come into play here now that I'm likely generating revenue here. We're going to be prospecting every day still, 5 days a week. So I'm actually going to edit that. 5 days a week. Posting 5 times a week on social media, and we're going to be posting stories every single day, market updates, stuff like that. We're going to be attending 1 networking event every week. 8 to 10 closed transactions, 150 plus new CRM contacts. So this is just compounding what we were doing in September, which this number, like I said, is going to be blown out of the water. I'll likely have thousands of contacts by then. At least 1 listing appointment per week. That's crazy. Listing appointments are insane because that essentially means that you're likely going to get the sale, and this is every week. So this is insane numbers. Scaling momentum. Increase production pace before summer market peak. So this is the hot time where everything's going to be going, and I'm going to be scaling my business. Okay, so doing what I'm doing before. This is when I'm going to start pouring money into my business. I'm likely going to be hiring assistants for my team. Ponzo Real Estate. I'll likely have people having a marketing campaign, a marketing section, boosting with ads, leveraging my money that I'm getting from my business. Okay? So I'm just going to set this aside. I really need a budget model, which is what Steve Rupp mentioned, because like I said, if I'm going to be making this much money, I need to know where my money's going. Okay? Quarter 3, dominating mid of the year. So this is where we're at now, but it's going to be next year. So just scaling that with a longer time frame. Okay? And then finally, we're finishing big here. Closing strong and set 2027 momentum. Same thing. Got the numbers right here. So here are the numbers I need to hit. Westfield, Indiana's average sales price is actually $498,000, but BLC or MLS will say that it is $477,000. This takes into consideration of the 60-40 cap that Keller Williams has until you get to $22,000. And so I will need to have at least 30 transactions. So I'll likely need to do 30 closings to become Rookie of the Year. I likely want to get in the $10 to $20 million in sales volume range, net income goal, $300,000. That is more than what lawyers, doctors... Dude, this is what the best of real estate agents make. This is insane. Okay, I'm a 22-year-old guy. How can a young guy make this? You got to do the right thing. And let's be honest, even if I don't make this, and let's say I do $75,000 my first year as a net income goal, it's not bad. Like, really, that's good money for someone my age. So even so, like, I don't even need to hit this number, but that's why this big why matters. Because I want to win Rookie of the Year. Lead sources, open houses, that's going to account for 10 closings. It's likely going to be less than that, if I'm being honest with you. But we'll do open houses, $4.7 million in volume. Cold calling, this is where most of my business is going to go. About 12 closings. It's likely going to be 13 or 14. Social media, 6 to 8 closings. This will also take into consideration if I'm boosting campaign ads. Networking and referrals, this will go way up. I'm going to be honest, if I'm making $300,000, it's probably going to come from mostly referrals. If I'm that successful knowing that many people, it will come from this, more likely than not. Okay, so strategies. Here's the last portion. Okay, so we have core lead generation pillars. So this is how I'm going to get clients, conversion and nurture systems, brand growth, and marketing positioning. Whew! I told you this is going to be a very long video, so bear with me. So core lead generation pillars, this is where my business is going to be coming from. Cold calling, this is the primary pillar. FSBOs expired, circle prospecting. For now, we're just going to focus on FSBOs and circle prospecting. Just listed, just sold calls in high turnover neighborhoods. Daily target 2 to 3 hours of prospecting 4 to 5 days a week. Like I said, we're going to be doing this sucker 5 days a week. We're going to be using the Mojo dialer. We're going to be using the data from the MLS, so my board data, which is the board of realtors here. Strategic open houses. This is the secondary pillar. So we're going to be doing 1 to 2 per week. High traffic listings in a farmed area. So like I said, only Westfield. And we're going to be using active buyers and curious neighbors for future listings. Social media farming. We're going to be doing consistent 5 days a week. Daily stories. We're going to be doing monthly Westfield Market Minute video. And we're also going to be doing monthly market updates. And we're going to be a vlogger. Why not? If I have a gimbal, I'm out here recording videos, we're going to time block for that. Don't worry. Okay, so we're going to be doing paid ads. So we will be paying for Facebook and Instagram ads to insane amounts once we start leveraging our business. Network and community involvement, Chamber of Commerce, young professionals, events in Graham Park or Chatham Hills. Strategic partnerships with lenders. So like I said, I have a great lender. Contractors and local businesses. Cool thing at Ignite training is that I was able to meet all of our vendors. I was able to meet our title company, our inspection company, our warranty companies. Great people there. And then we got referral transactions. Okay, now we're doing conversion and nurture systems. So this shows that I'm not just chasing leads. I got systems, okay? So CRM-driven follow-up. Okay, lead follow-up is huge. This makes sure that my leads are not falling through the cracks. I'm already struggling with this right now. So I need to make sure my CRM is organized. So Keller Williams command drip campaigns are underway for my sphere of influence. All leads tagged and placed into command. 3-touch follow-up my first 7 days for hot leads. Monthly SOI newsletter. I'm going to have to edit this a little bit. Just saying. Listing presentation. So I'll make sure that I have a compelling listing presentation. I'm going to make sure that sellers want to work with me. I'm young, okay? That's a disadvantage here. I need to make sure that sellers want to work with me. So here we have a compelling listing presentation. Market data pulled daily to keep pricing conversations relevant. Professional photography and staging for every single listing. Buyer consultation process. We'll do initial meetings with my lender. We'll do pre-approval process before showings to make sure we're not wasting our time. Educate competitive offers in Westfield, cash over list trends. 3 is brand growth. Okay, so this is the why me section. This is what makes me stand out. Hyper-local expert positioning. Okay, daily analysis of the market. Weekly post about Westfield. Neighborhood spotlights. Being a vlogger. Consistent visual branding. Open house signs everywhere to have people know who I am. Same design process across flyers, social posts, and mailers. Professional headshot on all materials recognition. I already have this. Community presence. I will be in communities in Westfield. Okay, so that's already going to be it. Metrics and targets. What numbers do I need to hit? Cold calling, open houses, social media, networks and referrals. $10 million, $15 million. That's the goal. 5-year vision. I promise we're almost done. 5-year vision. I want to be a published author within 5 years. I want to be an educator and a mentor for Keller Williams. So I want to be one of the people that do Ignite trainings, and I want to teach and coach. Recognition. I want people to know who I am. I want to be having many awards by then. I want people to recognize me as one of the best in the industry. I want to be seen as a leader. Brand and influence. I want to build a professional brand that extends beyond Westfield. This is what I was talking about earlier on this video. I don't want to just work in Westfield once I scale this business. Okay, I want to make sure I start working in other places in Hamilton County. I don't know if I have this on here, but I also want to make sure I start leveraging my business and start outsourcing. I want to maintain a consistent content platform. I want to create signature systems. Personal life. I want to get married in 5 years. That'd be cool. I'd like to get in a relationship. That'd be awesome. I would like to plan to have kids by year 5. So this will be by the time I'm almost 30. I don't plan to have kids by the time I'm almost 30, but I'd like to plan for it. I'd like to own a home in Westfield ideally. And I would like to have more of a work-life balance. Right now it's literally just all work, but I'd like to have this. And then this is where we go back down to what I was talking about before. So that's a lot of shit. Okay, and there's a lot of things here I'm missing. I'm missing the daily. Okay, so this is like the year goal. But I'm going to have to break this down into the month, into the week, into the day. What do I do every single day? What is the thing I do right now? So we're going to break this down more, but this is my business plan. When I read this, I'm excited. I cannot wait to read this every single day for the first 10 minutes of the time I'm in the office or on weekends, because it makes sure I'm keeping myself accountable. Now, $300,000 a year. That is an insane amount. I don't know anybody in their 20s making this much unless you're Jonah, Mike's son. And the goal here is that I don't distract myself by finding the new shiny object and not staying consistent. Steve Rupp did say, because I asked him, I said, Steve, it feels like I'm going through all these issues where I'm trying to stick to a consistent routine, but I keep learning new things, and then I just keep feeling like what I'm doing before is obsolete. And the first thing he said was, you need to make sure that you understand that you're going to change every single day, but you got to stick to it no matter what. And sure, adjust it, change it, do whatever you need to do. Plan it for the next day. So this is it, guys. This is what I wanted to tell you guys about. And I developed this. I'm going to be reading it every single day. This is my business plan. I'm going to post this on social media. I don't often upload my videos here, but this is what we're going to be talking about. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. I know this was a very long video. If you guys liked it, please subscribe. We're going to be making more update videos, of course, in the future. And we'll be back with another update. So good night, guys. See you later and have a great day.